Hello there, Forever Retro 82 here. Before we begin this next Let's Play, I just want to give you a little history on the game we are about to play. See, the game just wasn't ported from one country to another without a hitch. Basically, people that were involved with the company of the American branch played the Japanese game and said, this is crap. Let's make it better. So before we begin the better version, let's take a quick peek and look at the inferior version. You may see a mouse cursor because I'm setting things up. I apologize for that. I'm not whatchamacall. I'm not professional, and life's too fucking short, so don't judge me. Anyways, here we go. The Japanese game is, as you can see, Power Blazer. And you're basically a Mega Man looking character, and you throw boomerangs. And to show you what I mean and what it entails, you can pick a start password. Obviously, you get passwords by beating levels. And you can start at pretty much any level you want, much like Mega Man, except for the middle, which in this game would be like Wily's Castle. So let's pick the shovel level. Shuttle level. Blah, blah, blah. First off, I gotta question the design choice for this character. Why is he frowning? I mean, Mega Man wasn't smiling or anything, but he had more personality in the face than this chode does. You may tell that the game does have an awesome and catchy soundtrack so far. And I'm happy to tell you that the game we're going to be actually doing a Let's Play on has the same soundtrack, so you don't have to worry about missing out on any of these great tunes. Now, you may ask, this game don't seem too bad. It seems pretty rudimentary. You just run back and forth and hit stuff. And you would be right. But it's lacking something. Personality. It's lame. And there's a lot of pixel-perfect jumping that has to be memorized and dealt with. I'm not even giving a shit about this part because, like I said, this game is nothing special. It's just your simple side-scroll fare with the game trying to capitalize on Mega Man's bullshit. Now, like I said before, that's just a quick peek of what that game entails. If you want to play it, let me know. I'll send you the ROM. Now, however, there's always a however. The story or legend goes that Taito of America, the American branch of the company, they looked at this game and they said, you know, we want to bring this to American soil, but not in its current state. The game lacks polish. It looks very basic and rudimentary, and we want to bring something that has action-packed greatness to it, a decent storyline, and maybe we'll sell a hit. But here's what Taito failed to realize, and the reason why this game went under the radar and was only noticed by a select few who still love the 8-bit NES long after its prime. The game was released in 1991. And in that case, unfortunately, means that, well, people were waiting on the SNES because that was released in August of 1991. I'm not sure on the release date of this game because I didn't look too deep into it. All I know is it was released in 1991. It was either released before or after the SNES. I'm guessing before, and a lot of people were probably saving their little pennies in their piggy bank to get that wonderful 16-bit juggernaut that we all know and love today. That's still being supported. That's still being loved by millions of fans who continue to either keep that love that they had back when the system was first around, or by newcomers who are just getting into the foray of why us old-timers love retro hardware. Take it as you will. Anyways, we're going to load the American version of this game, and it has a new name. It doesn't stray too much from the name of Power Blazer all that much. Yes, Power Blade. This is the game we're going to be doing a Let's Play for. Now we get a story that is very similar to Terminator. It's almost cringy and painful just to read this and take an understanding to it. Governed by a powerful master computer. Can you say Skynet? For fuck's sake. I'm surprised a nuke don't go off, you know what I mean? I'm honored. Get to the top and do it now. Actually, he looks more like Duke Nukem than he does Arnold, to be honest. But a lot of people claim him to be the Arnold of this game. And he is. He's got the whole bulky look to him and everything, but he looks more like Duke Nukem to me. Okay, so basically you gotta find your contacts, and they give you ID cards so you can go fight the boss on every stage. Very simplistic storyline, so let's skip the bullshit, because that's pretty much the gist of it. You're supposed to save this... Hold on, let me pick the first stage and explain what's going on here. Okay, so here's your dude. And yes, you still attack with the boomerang, but notice the map's different. We'll start at Sector 1, which is the shuttle. Notice everything looks different. This game was given a complete overhaul, because, once again, Taito... the American branch was all like, nah, this doesn't work for me. So we gotta make this game cool and send it over to American soil so everyone can be like, hey, this is a good game. And rightfully so. I think it's a good game. You may think differently. Everyone's got opinions. That's what's good about opinions, is they're subjective. Everyone is entitled to one as well. So that's all good and gravy. Anyways, what I was going to say is the story, honestly, guys, is a computer was put in charge of a civilization and took it over, Skynet style. And basically, Nova here is to stop the artificial intelligence and bring peace towards the land. I gave it a little bit of a fantasy explanation there. Now, the thing that's cool about this game, though, unlike the last game we played, the Japanese counterpart, is, well, first of all, this run cycle is retarded, but fuck it, it's something, I guess. But could you imagine doing that down the street? Anyways, here's what I like about this version. 8-way attacking, yes, right, the same year that Castlevania 4 came out on the SNES, except this has boomerang action instead of whip action. This is also rudimentary too, but the level designs and gameplay have been refined to be more enjoyable and more balanced, because if you noticed in Power Blazer, your life depleted very quickly, while this, on the other hand, doesn't give you that much of a problem. And these curved ones are faster than your normal boomerangs. You also get a red one too, which are more powerful. And there are 2 and 3 and 4 shot. So you can shoot like 4 boomerangs at once, which is really nice. Unfortunately, the power-ups are very... Oh, the stars give you more power. There's grenades, which, well... Actually, you know what? I never used their grenades before. Jeez, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh, and look at that. Talk about being trolled, bitch. Give me my shit. Yeah, well, look, I'm not gonna... I got a lot of a game to play. Hamburgers heal you, obviously. You know, because us Americans are fat asses and we love our hamburgers. I prefer chicken, but that's just me. Because hamburgers make me want to go to sleep afterwards. That's my contact over there. Notice he's the same color as you. However, that's relevant, because watch his color as soon as you talk to him. Why is he blue? It's like these fuckers are from Avatar. Hey, James Cameron wants his blue-colored aliens back. Anyways, I got the key card, so now I just gotta make my way to the boss. And you pretty much do that throughout the whole game. But, in the meantime, you got some really kick-ass music, fluid controls, and fun gameplay mechanics, and neat level design. Alright, that was a 2-shot, I believe. Yeah, see? And I'm using my trusty, janky PlayStation 2 controller that's busted up. But it works. So you can shoot from the side, just like Mega Man as well. It takes a lot of cues from Mega Man. I mean, there were quite a few games that were trying to capitalize on its success. But, you know, 91, in my opinion, is just a wee bit too late to be capitalizing on something that's already past its prime. Because in my honest opinion, Mega Man, the Wily series... Oh yeah, this is called a Newt suit, by the way. Yeah, so... It basically gives you 3 hits and increased attacking power. Anyways, like I was saying, my favorite Mega Man was, or favorite Mega Mans were 1 through 3, because after that, in my opinion, Mega Man kind of started to suck. It started to become over-redundant. So, you know, by 91, Mega Man's freshness has dissipated tremendously. That's not to say 5 wasn't a bad game. In fact, 5 was probably the last... 1, 2, 3, and 5 were like my favorites. 4, I hated the music, it gave me a migraine, and 6 was just the same old shit. Nothing special about it whatsoever. In a way, I'm kind of glad Mega Man is dead. I mean, it died in the worst way possible. I would have loved a real finale to the Mega Man series. You know, either Wily gets caught, or he's just like, okay, fuck being evil, let's be good, and help Dr. Light. You know, give Mega Man a proper ending, but unfortunately we'll never see that. Would have been nice, though. Instead we get Mighty Number Shit. Mighty Number 2. As DP800 would call it. Well, he's not wrong. The game is pretty much garbage. Alright, boss fight number 1. These bosses are a joke. Watch. That's it. There are a couple bosses in this game that give a little bit of an issue here and there. So we disarmed the first sector, and you gotta watch this each and every time you beat a level. And he raises his arm like he's just some ultra badass. Oh, I just disarmed a sector. Good for you. You want a cookie? I'll bake you some with my shit in it. Gotta love these catchy NES tunes, man. Something about them that just make me happy. I mean, I don't know about how you all feel about any Nintendo music and shit. And it's not just Nintendo. There's a lot of great tunes for a lot of systems. Like I said, I'm a big video game music fanatic. God damn it. This is one of those games you have to be like at the very edge of a platform in order to make the fucking jump or you'll fall. That's probably my only complaint about this game, if any at all. Is the platforming could use a little bit more refinement. But that's just me. Some may play this and be like, there's nothing wrong with the platforming. Don't know what you're talking about, dude. And you're right, it could just be me, but I don't know. Notice how those things look like a lot like Fireman stage from Mega Man 1. And this looks like the waterfall from Bubble Man stage. So there are some references to Mega Man here. Or some of you may have an eyesore when it comes to this background, but to me it feels like home, you know, because the NES is like my home. You know, I play games on this damn thing, and I always feel like I'm home. Hi there, guys! You must be Nova. I'm your contact here. If I was Nova, if he talked like that, I'd seriously punch him in the face. Tell him, give me my shit and fuck off. And I don't know why all the contacts are blue. I mean, I don't know if, you know, every time I see him, I think of Avatar. Which I wasn't really a big fan of. Everyone was saying how great of a movie that was, and I just didn't feel that way about it. It was okay, but there were a lot of James Cameron movies that I really love, and that wasn't one of them. I like Titanic, yeah, I know, that makes me, I don't know, makes me something. Not cool, I guess, is the term I'm looking for. I love The Abyss. I think that movie is criminally underrated. I like, what else do I like of his? Aliens. I could never get past that part without getting hit. It's a piece of shit. Yeah. But back to Mega Man conversation I was going with. It's really a shame that KJ Edefune became such a whore when it came to money and time. Mighty Number 9 should not have taken as long as it has, but when it came out, it was awful anyway. I mean, I pirated it just to see if it was any good. It was garbage. It was absolute shit. I played it for 3 days and I uninstalled it from my hard drive. Because see, if game companies would do something, now some of them do, demos, I wouldn't have no reason to pirate. Because I will buy it and support the company. But I need to play a good chunk of a game to see if it's worth my money. Because say if you, okay, like say if you get a, whatchamacallit, say if you get an indie game. Get it the first day it comes out, and you beat it 5 hours within the first day you buy it. Can't you see the problem? Unless they have other modes to keep you entertained, then that wasn't worth your fucking $20 or whatever the fuck. Oh, here's something funny. Say you don't like the level you're in, right? Fuck this. He's like, just fuck this, I'm out. Now, when you listen to this tune, do you get like a Mexican fiesta vibe to it? Like, do you get like a sense of... I don't know. It could just be me. Like, I could think of the Chiquita banana bitch dancing around, shaking her cojones. But no, this game's got some really catchy ass tunes. I get like a, I don't know, a Heart of Fire Mexican Spanish version going on here. I think that's the tune I'm thinking of, Heart of Fire from Castlevania. I don't know. I regret nothing! Ah. I would just hate to think of how a platformer segment like that would be if we were playing the Japanese version. I mean, I still have yet to play through it just to see if there's any goodness to it, but I mean, you have to play to understand what I'm talking about. I mean, seeing is believing to some people, but others you actually need to have hands-on experience, which I completely understand. Fuck off! I wish you could kill these things, but you can't. You just gotta basically take your luck and move on, and hopefully you'll get past to where you need to be. These are like the red skeletons in Castlevania. You can't kill them, but you can... Oh, There's my contact. I guess I better jump up there, huh? You must be Nova! I don't know why I'd do that. Man, look at the blank stare in that dude's eyes, man. Creepy. Anyways, moving on. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. I actually had a good Thanksgiving. I went to my friend. We went to our friend's house, and it was just us 5, and sat around, ate some good food, had a good time, had some laughs, and came home, watched a movie on my tablet, and went to sleep. I was tired because I didn't sleep well the night before. I mean, I don't know about any of you guys, but I got sleep disorders like a motherfucker. In fact, I have to either take, it depends. Sometimes it's my nerves or it's just my brain refuses to shut down. And when that happens, I have to, when it's my nerves, my anxiety kicks in, I have to take a Xanax, otherwise sleep won't happen. For more extreme measures, like the racing thoughts, I have to take an amitriptyline. Now, you never want to mix the Xanax and amitriptyline together, otherwise you will die. In fact, it's considered a suicide method. I try very hard not to mix those two, because that's nothing to fuck around with. I think we go down here. Woohoo! Newt suit. And a bugger. Yeah. If my Arnold impersonation is cringy, just tell me to not do it anymore and I won't. I don't know, I like it. I think it's funny. Son of a bitch, get to the chopper! I'm coming in the gym. I'm pretty sure most of you Joel from Vinesauce fans know what I'm talking about with the coming in the gym. If not, just type Arnold is coming in the YouTube search bar and you'll find exactly what we're talking about. We should almost be there. Ah, here we are. And we got the Newt suit. This battle is already won even before it begins. Oh. This is one of those bosses you just basically attack the piss out of. Basically kill a bunch of enemies and then eventually they die. See, like the one on the left is no longer there. Okay, maybe you can. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just speaking gibberish. Just do what you do when it comes to Nintendo games. Attack. Okay, I never knew that. I would just keep attacking the hives just so the bees wouldn't come out. Turns out that you can attack the hives, and it does. There we go. I'm speaking gibberish. I'm also hungover. I got drunk last night, and I was thinking about doing this video on while drinking, but I tried, and I was just speaking gibberish like I am today, and it wouldn't have made for a really good playthrough. This one may seem lame, and I hope not, but so I guess something to think of about a topic to talk about. So Atari is really trying to make people believe they're making an Atari box. You know, and if they do, that's good and gravy, but you know what that whole thing reminds me of? Retro VGS or the Coleco Chameleon. I mean, I don't think it's the same assholes, but I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, I said it in my old channel. I would actually like something like that in the future, because that way, well, I don't know. I just would like to see some sort of return to form retro gaming, I guess. I mean, you have indie titles that do it, of course. But some of these indie titles just... I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like they don't hit the mark right. You know what I mean? Like, they don't hit it on the right angle. They get close to what that game is trying to be, but they kind of miss it by a couple inches. One game that I like, but I still think it's not living to its full potential is Shovel Knight. A lot of people just adore that game, and rightfully so. It's pretty damn good. But a couple of the control aspects annoy me. Like I said, like I think I mentioned before, that the control is slippery. This stage is one of those confusing ones. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pick a path and go and hope that I go to the proper spot. Wait, I recognize this part. This is where my contact is. Okay, so I am going the right way. He's over here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I can't believe I remember that. It's been 2 years since I played this, so... Or a couple years, rather. Oh my god, look at your face, dude. Is that a mustache, or do you have a triangular mouth? Okay, give me my card and fuck off. And I don't know... Why is he saying psst? I'm fighting machines, not humans! Anyways, moving on. So, you know, if the... But like I was saying, I would love to see retro gaming return in its form that it was back in its glory. And yeah, it may fail, but it can't be as bad as Ouya. I mean, who... Shit, I shouldn't have done that. Ah! Yes, okay, maybe that was a good idea. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Too bad you can't get more powered up than if you already have the Newt suit. Anyways, I would just like to see a console with the whole retro aspect in mind. You know, a platform that is strictly made for either early 3D games or 2D games. You know, kind of like the Neo Geo, how it was a powerhouse, but it was sprite-based, which is fine. But wouldn't it be nice to be universal, to have both sprite and polygon-based? I'd buy it. Especially if they had some support. That's going to be the hard part. There are going to be companies looking at a company like Atari, or like what they've already done. Gave Atari this look from the Jaguar, I'm sure. And just say, what are you guys doing? Can't you see the market? You're not... No. I don't know if we're gonna support you guys. I lost a new suit. Oh, well, fucking cares. Moving on. I'm just hoping maybe, just maybe, you know, I guess it's my whole nostalgic mind that enjoys games like these. I would love to see a return of them in some way. I mean, like I said, indies almost get it right. And some actually do get it right. There's this game I really like, it's called Jet Gunner, and it reminds me of Contra meets Bionic Commando, except you're using a jetpack instead of a claw. The arm claw. Speaking of remakes, you guys ever played the 2009-2010 remake of Bionic Commando? That wasn't not that good of a game. I mean, I thought it was fun for like an hour, and then after that, I kind of lost interest. And I still think it's cool that Faith No More's singer is Rad Spencer in that game. I can't think of his name right now. Mike Patton. There we go. Yeah, Mike Patton is the voice of Rad Spencer in that game, and I was like, holy shit. Now I want to see Trent Reznor do a voice on a video game, because he has a raspy voice that would just be perfect for it, in my opinion. Oh god. Okay, guys, this is the hardest part of this whole game. I'm not kidding. Okay, I got some rations. Let's use one. This right here, in my opinion, is the hardest part of the whole game. And that is why. Motherfucker. And you start all the way back here, which is fucking tastic. Yeah, you gotta exactly line them up, the platforms. If you don't, you might as well just put the controller down. So basically, you gotta go in this big old circle and try again. It's a pain in the dick. It really is. Major pain in the dick. But what's that saying I always say? It is what it is. Having to have to go backtracking. Backtracking is one of my biggest pet peeves in video games, which is why I fucking hate Metroid Prime. I never liked that game. I seriously tried, but everyone was always telling me, you know, you need to try Metroid Prime, man. It's really cool. You get to experience Samus and her visor and shit. And I said, well, that sounds cool. Hopefully, I mean, it may be good. And I tried playing it, and I'm like, nah. And then I played Fusion, and I had a much more enjoyable experience with that. As a matter of fact, that was my first game I got from my Game Boy SP. My brother bought it for me on my birthday, I think in 2002, 2003. It had to be 2003, yeah, because he found himself a job, and I found myself a job, and we were working. And we were able to buy each other birthday presents and shit. We don't do that no more, obviously, because my family's a piece of shit, but we won't go into that. I hope you all have something nice planned for Christmas. We're not really going to be doing much of anything. Me and my wife talked about it. We're just going to just chill. I might drink. You know, I don't know. I haven't thought of really too much into it, so we'll see. Because, like I said, the family thing is just something that doesn't happen in my lifetime, anyway. I mean, first of all, to go see my family, it would take a hell of a lot of money I don't have to go see them, and the only thing I could take, you know, for the price is maybe a Greyhound, but fuck that, I can't anymore. I mean, now that I have like a shit ton of anxiety when I'm around a bunch of people, I couldn't do that. I couldn't. I mean, I might have to swallow a Xanax though the day my mom passes because, well, because I know I'm gonna have to take a bus to go, you know, say goodbye to my mom. You know what I mean? Anyways, enough with depressing talks and shit. But, yeah, we're not doing anything for Christmas all that much. Christmas, for adults, is lame. I mean, when you're a kid, it's fucking awesome, because, you know, you get to look forward to getting something awesome, and, you know, you want all the things, you know, but then when you become an adult, you don't really want as much things, I notice. I mean, you still would like something, but it's not, you know, I must have it, you know what I mean? Unless you're, like, a fucking man-child, and you have to have your way all the time, regardless. Well, you know, I made it. Well, I can't say that yet. I haven't gotten on the platform yet. Platforms kind of remind you of Castlevania 2, right? Before you hit the cliff. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Platforms like that, I don't know about you guys, make me nervous. It's like, what the fuck you doing? Stay still, damn it! But then where's the challenge? Yeah, I don't remember who this boss is, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out in 2/4 of a second. Because they're pretty, you know, standard. Oh yeah, this guy. That lightning effect is kind of cool, though. Alright, he's hitting me more than I'm hitting him, so that's not good. I got this one. There we go, we got him. We still got him, doesn't matter. I had a ration too. I'm stupid. I should have just picked that. My brain is not with it today, guys. Like I said, I got drunk last night and tried to do this, and it wasn't fun. Then I got a real big craving for chili dogs, so my wife went out and fucking 1 in the morning get stuff for chili dogs. Actually, we had chili bratwurst, Johnsonville brats. Yeah. All right, we're halfway through the game. Wait, I was just here. Wasn't I? Okay, so I'm past the halfway mark. Okay. Like I said, my brain is just mush today. I don't know if any of you, I mean, yeah, there's, you know, hangovers, but I don't get hangovers like I used to, though. I just feel, like, off the next day. Like, my brain doesn't function as well. I think I remember this stage. This stage confuses me, but I think I remember it. I got a ration. Don't be afraid to use it, man. Okay, there's a newt suit. I think yeah, I missed getting... I can get it later, because I gotta go in that direction anyway, after I go here. Yeah, I remember the stage now, okay. Sometimes you can remember stages, and it's cool when you do, because you can just go and do your business and move on. This tune's a jam, wouldn't you say? It's very hype beat up, and it's nice. I like my tunes upbeat. I mean, I don't like them depressing. There. Is there any like depressive music y'all can think of that you like? I mean, there is one tune I think that I do like that's depressing. Oh, I thought I was gonna die there. Demon's Crest. There we go. The fifth stage, the underwater temple. That has to be one of the most saddest fucking songs in a video game I've heard. Next to Invisible Sorrow from Castlevania 64. I mean, I made a comment on that video at one point where I said I used to cry to that song because I'd be depressed and I wasn't really feeling the whole rock vibe. I lost my nude suit in 2/4 of a second. God damn it. Okay, you know what? There. Oh, here's a ration. Hey. So, it wasn't a lost cause. I forgot what we were talking about. Shit. Oh, sad music in the video game. Right. Yeah, Invisible Sorrow and Demon's Crest. There we go. Yep, that was right. Oh, dude, he's bald and blue. I could make a blue ball joke, but nah, that'd be too redundant, I think. I like how they just disappear. And I also like how they troll and tease you at the same time by putting the fucking level 5 entrance right above you. But no, you gotta make another circle around. Actually, there's a sort of a shortcut. Let me see if I remember. Because when I was younger, I thought you had to do this and make it up there. And maybe there is a way to do that, but I have not seen it. Okay, so it's not all that much of a shortcut, but it works. Blaster Master had the best backtracking system in place. It made it so you wouldn't have to go very far at all to get to where you needed to go to level 5. Or, I'm sorry, level 4. These fucking things suck. Would you eat a burger that gets flung from a robot? I sure as hell wouldn't. Biodegradable computer chips. That sounds so fucking good. No, it doesn't. I don't know if I mentioned in one of my previous playthroughs, but or Let's Plays, but I recently, not too long ago, acquired a high-definition Genesis graphics, a high-definition graphics model of the Sega Genesis. Oh shit! Well, I just sat there and got shot like a dumb fuck, but I wanted to get the nude suit. Here, let's just do this. There we go. And one of the things I've been doing that I really enjoy is I hooked up my headphones to it, and I was just blaring Streets of Rage and Streets of Rage 2 on it, and it was just, oh, so good. There's a term I like to use, it's called ear sex, when a video game soundtrack or tune is so good that you just have this feeling when you listen to it. I call that ear sex. And, you know, it's not just with video game music, it's with all sorts of music. Hell, we want to get real nerdy and technical. Bardock's theme from Dragon Ball Z, the father of Goku, his theme is fucking awesome, and to me that's ear sex too. Do I qualify this as ear sex? Might as well. It's very catchy, and I can hum this tune, you know. I put it on one of my many CD video game music soundtracks I made back in the day. And I have so many. I have them all in these shoes I bought. I got the box, the shoe box that I got with those shoes. That's where I stored them in. Matter of fact, it's right across from the room from me. So, you know, I still got those soundtracks I made. I don't know, maybe one day I can showcase them or something. I ain't making promises, though. Because I don't want to say I'm going to do something and not do it. You know, maybe I do that for Christmas. Like, I don't know. I'm not... oh, here we go at the boss. Fantastic. I'm not very good at gift giving, and my wife would say that's wrong, but, you know, she thinks I'm a great gift giver, but... Oh, this schmuck. This guy's easy. He just takes a bit of some time to beat. But he's easy, as you can see. Just gotta stick and move. Something about NES bosses that strike me as magical. I mean, I'm looking forward to a see, I'm getting tongue-tied again with my fucking words. There's some ROM hacks that are being made or have been made. I still have to find them because I don't know what they're called. I mean, if anyone want to set me in the right direction at romhacking.net, they actually have some boss rush ROM hacks where it's just strictly boss fights. And if anyone can point me out to those or tell me the names of those hacks so I can look them up and patch them, I would love that. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not, you know, I could probably look it up myself later on, but, you know, we'll see. Sorry. This music is catchy. Yes, this music is fucking catchy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. I'm sorry. Oh, god damn it. This is a tough stage, though. You may think it's not because you're like, oh look, there's your contact. So this stage is gonna be short, right? Wrong. This stage has some shit in it that's just long. But we'll get through it. This is actually a woman. Hey, baby. You want to see the Nova in my pants? Come to Nova. Be like, yeah, I'm lonely out here, saving the human race. Give me some pussy. I would love it. It would be wonderful. It'd be my tasty treat while I fight the forces of evil. Lame attempt at humor. I'm sorry. I could see one of my Let's Plays make it into a cringe compilation, I'm sure. It's fine. I try to be humorful, but a lot of times I know I fall flat. So I was watching some movies on Kodi earlier today. I was watching the a sequel, I suppose, to that shit. Was it Amityville? You know, the Amityville, whatever. The Haunted House. I can't think of the fucking name. Amityville. I don't know. Bloody know. It was okay. It was just like every other movie that's been released this year so far. Nothing fucking special. I am sick of these fucking movies that are being released lately. You either know what's gonna happen or you know the plot. You know what the outcome is gonna be. So why bother watching it? You know. I mean, I can see if you spent money to watch it. Of course, you want to get your money's worth. But at the same time, you know, you can't help but think. Oh, that was a dumb idea. Okay, well, now I have it, so... So as you can see, this game is not all that linear, either. Yeah, but that movie was pretty dull. I kind of figured what was going to happen pretty much after the first half hour. I'm like, okay, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and I was half right. Some of the instances I got wrong or not direct outcomes, but it was okay. I liked it. I did. You know, I'm not overly critical like most of the fan bases of certain movies are out there. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't all that horrible either. I've seen worse. Oh, hell, I've seen worse in terms of movies, especially in the 80s. Yeah. The decade I so love and adore and everything in between. Okay, that's a dead end. Fucking hell. Okay. Going back. While we fight Ed 209s. Stop, creep. Speaking of remakes, that was a horrible one. RoboCop. It had me shaking my head the whole time. I'm like, this is not entertaining. This is bullshit. I can make a better movie about, you know, I can paint a face on my dick and make a better movie. And no, I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying, that would make a better movie. Yeah, I can give him a voice or something, make him sound like a snail, or, you know, or be my voice high-pitched. You know, I can call it the Adventures of Scotty's Wiener or some shit like that. Or Adventures of Mr. Winky. Oh, that was lame. I'm gonna lose the newt suit already. The Adventures of Mr. Winky. Hey there, Mr. Wiener, what do you know? Ah, Christ almighty. Yeah, I'm kind of lost, if you haven't noticed. Like I said, this level's a little bit expanded. I think it's a problem. Fucking 209s can die in a fire. How many grenades do I have? Lovely. Okay, bye. Bye, have a good time. Alright, and I just gotta figure out where I'm supposed to go from here. But the good news is, if memory serves me today, which it sometimes does, and other times not so much, the final stage is linear. I mean, you just gotta get from one place and get to the other, fight the final boss, and it's over. So we're almost there. I mean, Sorry, I'm just trying to think of a topic I can talk about with you guys. We're just about there. Fantastic. I'm about dead. And I don't have any more rations. Well, that's a shame. It's okay. When you die in a boss, you pretty much you start right there. So, if I die in this motherfucker... let's see if I can do it without it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, start me outside. See, look at that. Like a big old Frankenstein of me. Or I don't know. Very unoriginal. Well, you know, back in this time period, I guess it was. Shit. Alright. Ah, damn it. Alright, don't fret. I don't have to get the, whatchamacallit, the piece of shit, idiot contact. I can just go to straight to where I'm supposed to go. I don't think I ever went all the way to the right before. Like, just without going down or whatever. Anyways. Oh, wait, yeah, I do remember this part. Okay. Bats in video games are the devil. Alright, I don't care what it says. Fucking sense. If you play through Ninja Gaiden, any of them, bats are the fucking devil in every single game of NES caliber. There is no good bats. None. Zero. Zilch. You can be like, oh, but you could be the bat from fucking Castlevania 3 as Alucard. Well, good for you. You want a cookie? Fuck off. He's still a bitch. His attack sucks, and he's weak, and he jumps stiffer than a dick that needs to go piss in the morning. No, but all seriousness though, Alucard is a bad character. I prefer Sypha in that game. She makes Dracula her bitch, literally. With that flamethrower technique, that kills Dracula almost with little to no effort whatsoever. And I know there's people out there that like Alucard. I'm not ripping on you. But don't like him just because of Symphony of the Night either. Otherwise, you're a fake. Or a poser. Because after that, everyone's like, oh, I love Alucard. Yeah, because of Symphony of the Night, the most overrated Castlevania of all time. It's fucking Super Metroid with the sword. That bores me. Speaking of other overrated people, I'm about to lose like 10 subscribers or more. Hideo Kojima. I motherfucking hate that son of a bitch. He's an overly pompous, cocky son of a bitch who thinks he makes the greatest games of all time when they're actually just the polar opposite. I tried playing, what is it, Metal Gear Solid, the Sons of Liberty, because my friend was like, dude, this is a great game, you need to play it, and I played it, it fucking was awful. I'm dead already. Damn! I don't remember this motherfucker being this hard. I said hard. No, I don't like Metal Gear games. I think they're boring as shit. They put me to sleep. And there's nothing really all that good about them. They're like, oh, it's the story. Look, that's why books exist, people. If you want a story, read a goddamn book. You don't have to put up with that anorexic Japanese developer who thinks he's the tits and more. I can't stand Hideo Kojima. There's nothing good about him. Nothing. He's like, oh, I made Metal Gear Solid 5 for the fans. The fans. I'm not one. Fuck off. I'd rather play Goemon than fucking Metal Gear Solid. Or Metal Gear or Snake's Revenge. No joke. Those games, those two games I just mentioned, were not Hideo Kojima games, though. The idea was, but those games were made by others. And there's the password to the final stage. Yeah, sorry if you disagree with me. And you're well within your right. But I do not like Hideo Kojima, or his games, or his personality, or him as a developer, or a person. I think he's awful. And whatever new Metal Gear-esque game he makes in the future, you can all suck that dick until you can't breathe anymore. There's really no developer today that I don't like, but Hideo Kojima's on my shit list. He's a cocky son of a fuck, and he blames okay, I need to pause this and explain myself. He blames the technology that he works on for reasons why his creations don't reach their full potential. I.e., he's a tech whore, i.e., he's a graphics whore, i.e., he's a piece of shit. Because if you know how to use the hardware, know the ins and outs of them, you can make pretty much anything. Dude, look at Sunsoft. They made some of the best games on the NES. He can't say the same for himself, can he? No, he can't. Fuck Hideo Kojima. Hope he dies in a fire. Seriously, I hate that son of a bitch. And his overratedness. Am I jealous? No. The money's good, but that's not reason to be jealous of somebody. Money only takes you so far in terms of things you want in life. But no, I don't really like Hideo Kojima at all. Yeah, this is just one foray of just going through, and then you fight the final boss, and then it's over. So yeah, this game is really awesome though. It's a lot of fun, and I would say, usually I say this at the end of every Let's Play, but if you have an NES and you're looking for a damn good game, I suggest picking this up. This one is not as expensive as the sequel. Yes, this game has a sequel, however, it has a lot of changes in it that make it not as fun nor enjoyable like this game is. First of all, the pacing is hella slow, and checkpoints are very unforgiving, and the list goes on. It's an okay game. It's very playable, and you should give it at least a try, but it is not nearly as good as this, and the price tag is ludicrous. There's a multi-cart that people have been buying lately called the 150 in 1. I have a copy of that. And I suggest all of you, or most of you, go to fucking either AliExpress, Wish.com, or whoever the fuck you go to for buying Chinese cheap shit and picking that cartridge up. It's got all 6 Rockman games. They're not Mega Man, they're Rockman. You know, like, you really need to know the translation to those games. But it also has this, has a Power Blade 2, Kirby's Adventure. It has a lot of great games. It's well worth the $14. That's how much I spent on my copy on my birthday. That was basically my birthday present, was that multi-cartridge. Because I watched a few YouTubers that reviewed it. I mean, maybe I can do that at some point. I mean, let me know. You know, I could play, like, the games for, like, 5 minutes or something like that, and you can see what it is and whatnot. I'll have to find the ROM, though, because I don't have a capture card, nor could I afford one. And to be honest, I don't have any free spaces on my motherboard at all. I got a really small ATX motherboard. I forgot, dude. I think I go this way. Sorry, brain fog and... bleh. I want to say this way, yeah. Yeah, if I could find the ROM of that, I would love to, you know, play the games for 5 minutes and basically lend my opinion on those said games. There's a lot of good stuff on it. That's probably my most played cartridge as of late. There's a lot of stuff on there that I haven't beaten, but it is missing quite a few awesome titles. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make that. Yes. They're missing a few titles. First of all, why put all the Neketsu games on there? Because here's the problem I have with the cartridge. At the last boss. Okay, let me finish my thought before we, you know, fight this fucker and go from there. And I got 2 rations. I think we got this. Anyways, what I was trying to say is with that cartridge, the thing I have a problem with is it does have a lot of those games that are expensive that you buy on eBay. Like Little Samson is known as Lickle in the Japanese market. There's more to the name, but that's the only word I remember of it. It has a lot of the Japanese games, but it doesn't have the American counterparts. Or there's some of them, they have the American counterparts. And some of the games do freeze, Darkman being one of them. That game fucking sucks anyways. Anything made by Ocean is cancer. I can see the European people coming at me with pitches and forks right now because Ocean was very responsible for making some prominent Commodore 64 games and conversions from the arcade to the Commodore 64 that are loved, Robocop being one of them, I believe. So yeah. Anyways, let's finish this game. Come on, you bitch. You're going down. And everything you're about. Your little bootleg Skynet wannabe ass is gone in the grave. You're done. You're finished. I will see it through. Because my people need me. Free my people! Yeah, it's not over yet. But it will be. Just in case. Actually, no, fuck it. And that's it. That's Power Blade. Pretty cool, huh? Very, very simple, interesting game. But here's where it falls short. I wish I knew how to edit graphics. I would make him flip us off and say, fuck you. Just because it would be funny to me. But yeah, this is one of those games that say game over when you win. I never understood that. Yes, the game is over, but game over is not a good word. I guess it goes back to that fear of mine that I will be doing a video on very soon. Anyways, that is Power Blade. Do I recommend it? I said so a couple minutes ago. Absolutely. It's a really fun game and well worth a couple hours or a couple, playthroughs, and it's a really fun game. The first one's not as expensive as the second one. Oh my god. The second one goes for like $250+, no joke. Because Taito was one of the last NES developers of its time. And, well, I guess that wraps up my Power Blade playthrough. I hope you all enjoy it for what it's worth. Sorry I wasn't really good on the commentary, but, my brain's just been mushed lately. It's that time of year where I just get kind of down and, I don't know. But this has been Power Blade, and this is Forever Retro 82, coming at you once more with a awesome playthrough. And, Risky Woods is more than likely next, or I might just surprise you. But, leave thoughts, comments, whatever, on the bottom of the page. You know how to do it. Or not. You don't have to. I'm not gonna, like I said, I ain't gonna suck your dick and tell you what to do what you want. You do what you want. If you want to make a comment, you are more than well within your right to. Or if if you want to give me a like, that's cool too. Want to support me on Patreon, that's cool too. I'll give you all the links. And that's all I really have to say. So I hope you all have the great rest of your weekend. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, I am forever. What an ending. Forever Retro 82. I'm having a stroke, I think. Forever Retro 82. That's me. Also known as Pneumonius X. Call me what you will. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one once again. Good night.